Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with a new timeless reading. Timeless meaning no matter when you come across this message and it resonates with you, it is for you. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you. Leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers and to my amazing channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, we're just going to jump right on in. See what needs to come through for you. You've got the Empress first card out. Oh, this one wants to come out. Nine of Wands. Yeah, okay. What else do we have? Ooh, Two of Swords. What else? Ooh, the World. Let's see. Ooh. Page of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Queen of Cups. All right, so let's jump in and see. All right, first card out, overall energy is the Empress. Isn't that a gorgeous card? This is an energy of creating. So this week, during this time, actually, it could be for this week, but during this time, you do have this energy coming through of, it feels very much of abundance, okay? Something is coming in. It feels very much like something creative, a project, a collaboration. That word wouldn't come through for a minute there, so potentially you heard that. A collaboration, something creative is coming through, something that really puts you into your feminine energy. It's almost like you receive an offer that really moves you kind of into a space of nurture, of really wanting. It's something that feels like you want it to kind of reach the masses or get out into the world, okay? Almost could even be an offer that's coming through for you with this Empress energy, but it's very much being in a space of beauty. It's very much being in a space of nurture. It's very much being in a space of abundance, of creative energy. And it feels like it feels really big, okay? Something really big is coming through. Now, also, I haven't noticed this before, but Spirit's pointing it out. This right here is like being cloaked in water with fish, and fish is that abundant energy. So it's just this just feels like you're in the right place at the right time within this message or within this time frame whenever you come across it. Again, this is a timeless reading, but it did come out this week in just a few seconds ago. Just to rewind and you'll see where that came out. So there's a potential that it could be this week, but also look, the hair, all of these things that I have not noticed within this image before. The hair looks like tree branches with flowers growing and taking root. So something big, being in the right place at the right time this week here, Aquarius. So let's find out some more. Now you have the Nine of Wands coming in here with this, and this Nine of Wands energy is coming through with an energy of feeling protective, okay? This it's like you're birthing something into the world, or something is being offered to you that is very abundant, very fertile, very kind of going to kind of take over the world kind of energy. And you're in the space with the Nine of Wands of really wanting to protect that, knowing it's like this lucky energy. It's like, Aquarius, you know that this luck is here. You know that you've been in the right place at the right time, and you want to protect that. You want to see that grow to fruition. You want to see just how big and amazing and wonderful it can be. There's that potential also with the Nine of Wands that this has that potential to kind of do away with any past struggles that you might have been in the midst of, or what have you, right? So you're really setting boundaries. You're really in a space of, you know what, this is big. This is potentially even your lucky break, Aquarius, right? Being in the right place at the right time, stepping up at the right time, having this right energy come through. You're just in this space of, you know what, I'm going to protect this. This is going to really allow for you, Aquarius, and you're kind of coming through in this energy of, it allows you to get out of the past struggles. It allows you to no longer feel like you have to, for some of you, maybe live paycheck to paycheck. For others of you, feel like don't have the right people around you. It's going to shift that perspective, that energy around you, that whole dynamic actually gets kind of turned on its ear, or flipped around in the most beautiful, perfect way, in this lucky kind of energy, okay? The next card that you have here is the Two of Swords. And it's interesting that the Two of Swords comes up in this position right here, because you have had to make a decision. You have had to kind of take the blindfold off. Some of you had been staying in a space that wasn't beneficial, wasn't working for you. And I want you to look here. Of course, this is the ground and this is the sky. But if you look, it's almost as if it's like night and day, the difference, right? It's so abrupt. There's this straight line here, and this is very bright and blue and beautiful. And this is kind of dirty, right? Like dirt. Hopefully that's making sense. But this decision that you needed to make, or this kind of crossroads that you felt like you were, it was very much animated. I don't know why that word is coming through, but it's very much animated, almost like the birds coming and pulling at. Maybe there was some petty little things, or maybe there was like a little bit of nitpicking, or maybe and it was very animated. Hopefully that makes sense to you. I'm not sure why that's coming through, but somebody needed to hear that specificness of it. But it was very much a decision that you needed to make, and you felt as if you were, for some of you, you felt maybe as if you were going in a little bit blind, but those eye coverings, or that blindfold, has been taken off, and now you're in. It's almost as if you received an offer, right? And that you were in the right place at the right time, and then the world opened up for you, or is going to be opening up for you. This comes full circle. We talked about that just a second ago, and like the night and day kind of stuff, right? Where like everything turns on its ear, or turns completely upside down or around, right? This is like that whole energy. This, Aquarius, is a space of luck. Now, whether you believe in luck or not, is what it is. But that can be stuff that you have manifested, stuff that you have worked for, stuff that you have striven for. Is that a word? I don't know why that's coming through that way. Something that you have put into motion can turn around and really appear, because on the outside looking in, there's often times where it appears that you just luckily and things just clicked and things just fell into place. But sometimes people don't see, and sometimes there's not that understanding even within yourself here, Aquarius, that spirit, that there's strings being pulled, okay? That's even coming through kind of here. And then you have that with this light bulb kind of energy here, kind of as if there's strings being pulled to allow for you to be in the right place at the right time, okay? For this to happen, for this to come through, for everything to come full circle to fruition, for that world energy to come in, okay? Now, isn't it interesting that this is the world and this shows the world, okay? This is, again, it's a big deal. There's a completion coming through. There's something that has been on the wings, okay? On the wings that hasn't quite been through and or come through, and now you're in that space of that being, of that coming through, of that coming to fruition, of it becoming actually completed or true or right in your energy, okay? Now you have that Ouroboros here. I don't know if you see that or not. It's as if it continues, okay? It continues. Now, Spirit wants to go back here to this again, where you have kind of that sand or that dirt here, and then this here, okay? The energy that you are protecting, Aquarius, is where that decision needs to be made. There is that energy of letting past struggles go, of creating boundaries, and that goes right along, because like this looks here and this looks here, Okay, you have Wands energy, you have Swords energy. So there's a passion and there's a decision. Something that you're passionate about that needs a decision to be made, that is being made, that you are taking the blindfold off, that creates or allows for this to kind of bring the world to you or to get it out into the world. You know which is going to, which resonates for you within your specific situation the most. Again, there is that energy of being in the right place at the right time, that lucky you kind of coming through, or people seeing it that way. Although it does feel very much like not only did you do a lot of work, but Spirit was pulling strings in the background for you as well. Now you also have the Page of Swords coming through here, okay? And this energy is, it's very inquisitive, it's very curious, it's very kind of light bulb, as you can see right there. The ideas coming in, the energy of, you know what, Aquarius, you have that, okay? You have the knowledge, you have the curious energy, and there is that, the resources, right? The information, the knowledge, the resources, but also the offer coming through, okay? That abundance coming in, okay? It's almost like something, again, with that right place, right time. It's almost as if somebody shows up, or something is heard, or something is overheard, or something is offered. There's a communication, there's something that comes through that opens up the world for you, and or that you finally get that light bulb moment and you're like, yes, I've got to get this out to the world. It's almost, right? Because the world is here in two different kind of places or areas. You see, that world is coming through. This is a big break for you, is what it feels like, okay? Where you're just kind of floating. This is, I mean, they're just toes on the ground here, just kind of floating across, because it's finally this big kind of break for you. Lucky you, right? and you're probably like, within this, however this comes through for you, you're like, well, was it luck though? Because I worked my butt off. And this happened. And yeah, I really had to protect it, and I really had to make sure. And maybe it's intellectual kind of knowledge that you're protecting, however it comes through with the Page of Swords, right? And the Nine of Wands. Maybe it's intellectual, maybe it's whatever it may be, but you're like, I had to set boundaries, I had to really protect this, I had to really make sure, right? But there's something that kind of washes over with that water on the shoulder, right? Kind of washes over and brings that abundant energy, that right place, right time energy, that got in at the ground floor, or made the decision, or took the leap, or, right, wanted to get it out to the world, or the world coming to you. However this comes through, it feels very lucky, right? And again, whether you believe in luck or not, I really tend to stay on the side that we can create our own luck, and wherever you are within that is just right for you. Know though that there is that lucky kind of component or energy that's coming through with this. Now you also, at the bottom of the deck, have the Queen of Cups, and actually under that, Spirit wants to bring that up, you have the Page of Cups as well, okay? So this is that energy of one pig's fly. This is why Spirit wanted this to come through, because this is something, right? The Page of Cups, you've got kind of that energy here. Spirit wants to even go just to the Page of Cups and leave the Queen of Cups here. But of course, we've got to do both, right? It's both energy coming through here. But this is like that, the right place, that right time. Aquarius, when pigs, it was like, it's almost like fluke. Like, oh my gosh, how did this even come through? How did this even happen? Okay. And Spirit's indicating that the Cups energy is coming through, and that this little, right here, that loving, nurturing energy is coming through, right? From the Empress back to that Queen of Cups as well. And even within that, that Knight of Cups, or Page of Cups, excuse me, even within that Page of Cups, because that love is shining through. There's a lot of love that is coming through within this, okay? There's a lot of love that is coming through. There's a lot of kind of energy of, you know what? Almost, Aquarius, it feels very much like almost you had a dream and you knew that this was going to happen. Okay, it looks like a fluke. It looks like lucky you, and everything just kind of, happened for you, and people on the outside are going to be like, oh my gosh, right? But it's opened up this space for you to have this kind of understanding of the possibilities, this kind of understanding of kind of following your intuition, this emotional stability that comes through with all of this energy of, you know what, that creative energy, that energy of receiving the messages and using them, using that creativity, right? Because if we look at the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups, their energy basically embodies the Empress, the two of these, okay? It basically embodies the Empress. Isn't that beautiful? It's like it's full circle, like the world. This is coming around, Aquarius. It's coming around because you have really worked for it, and because Spirit's like, you know what, Aquarius, this is you are, right? You are in the right place at the right time. But not only that, you've worked for it. Okay, so while others might see it as just pure luck, you're gonna see or understand potentially that it's like that you built upon, that you manifested, that you took action towards, that you worked toward, and that you held that understanding, that knowing, even if it was something that you had dreamed about when you were younger, or the communications, the messages that kept coming through, and you moved towards it, right? Spirit pulling the strings and you taking the actions. You're going to know that, yeah, it was like, and also, right, that you worked towards it. So I'm going to leave it there. This is kind of, it's pretty wild. It's almost, Aquarius, I just have to tell you, because Spirit, like the pigs fly or kind of a fluke thing. It's almost like those people that got in like at the .com or at the beginning of Amazon or Google or whatever it was, right? Or is, and like made bank or had their life changed, had the whole world change for them. That is what this is. This energy, it's big, okay? It's big. The world is coming to you, or you're going to the world, Aquarius, but there's a completion coming through. There's strings being pulled in your favor. You are at the right place at the right time. Take the leap, take the jump, right? Use that energy, use those messages, and go for whatever this is specifically for you. Protect what you need to protect, but know that those past struggles, they're going to be a thing of the past, and you're going to let them stay there because you're creating boundaries and you're going to protect what it is. And I'm going to leave it there. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others, excuse me, to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button right down below and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.